welcome back with me, Alya, who always accompanies you on this podcast, shown as. This time, I was not alone and accompanied by our new co-host, who will accompany our podcast in the future. Shout out to Hani!
Hello, I am Hani, the co-host for this podcast and ready to accompany you guys indefinitely. Hopefully, you all can accept the presence of a new face on this podcast. And thank you to Alya who was willing to invite me to share her opinion on this podcast. Since a long time ago, I have always been curious about how to talk to you and you are a very inspiring person for me.
Thank you for the compliments anyway. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed by that. In fact, in my opinion, when I first saw you on my affirmative talk, I immediately knew and was sure that you were the right person for me to share my opinion on this podcast. Your thoughts are also very inspiring for me, for your audience and followers. And of course, all the positivity of your content is what made the Shown Us team think of inviting you to join us. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm very interested in the topic you brought up recently on TikTok.
Hello guys, so today we will survey students at Mansatu Tangsel for their opinion on Merdeka Curriculum. One word for Merdeka Curriculum.
Fun, unique, educative.
Troublesome for me. It's so hard. Well, it's actually not one word, but it's actually not that bad.
Merdeka Curriculum excellent.
Complicated.
Exhausting. Not bad, but not good.
Oh yeah, I also heard from the team that we will discuss this topic in today's podcast. I happened to bring this topic in my content because I saw that my sister was a little surprised by the sudden change in curriculum. There are also many complaints and the audience agrees with my opinion on the content.
Oh yeah, you are right. The curriculum has just changed. However, I think everything will have pros and cons. I also do not deny the opinion you provide on your content. On the other hand, there may be a positive side and a way out. Therefore, we have invited an expert who will also join us in today's conversation.
Let's welcome and please give it up for Nayla.
Hello guys, Edika. First, am I doing it right?
Right.
Hello everyone, my name is Nayla Farhah, the founder of Indonesia, and this time I had the opportunity to talk with you guys to discuss about the topic that could be still hard to discuss. And actually, for the first time, when I saw your video on my FYP talk, I slightly agree with what you were talking about in the video.
Slightly agree. If I may ask, which part that you agree with my opinion? I am also interested in your opinion.
Oh, as I am the founder of Bimbel Raja Brawijaya, the touring company, of course I also feel the same struggle as a sister, and moreover, I'm here as the founder and I must be responsible and first to be aware of all the changes to our educational policies that are set.
Wow, interesting. It turns out it's not just students who struggle, right?
Of course, not only students, but also the teachers. Maybe this new curriculum policy is not too sudden, but of course, it is something new for us. Moreover, we educators or teachers must be always ready for all the changes and must adapt quickly so that the students will also receive better learning from us.
What was your reaction when this policy was being set?
When this policy was first conveyed by our minister, of course, I was shocked beyond words. And there is also fear and worry among us, the educators or the teachers. However, when you look closer, this curriculum is not much different from our previous curriculum.
Oh yeah, I've always wondered what the difference is actually from the previous curriculum because I happened to have graduated from school and never studied with this curriculum before.
Maybe for the lessons, everything is the same. And maybe the difference is Pelima. Maybe that is the one of the differences from our previous curriculum.
What is Pelima?
Basically, Pelima or Project Penguatan Profil Pelajar Pancasila is an effort to make students more able to observe and think about all solutions to the problems that occur in our environment. And it is project based. So I think this is so much more creative and innovative.
Oh yeah, that's right. I agree with it. After I researched on the internet, I also discovered that the new curriculum prepares students to be more ready to accept challenges in this digital world, which is more technology oriented.
Oh yeah, that's right. In fact, it's also not uncommon for teachers who have been teaching for quite a long time and are not fluent in using technology.
Right, that might be a challenge for the teachers too. We, teachers, who were previously faced with the pandemic were also shocked, who initially used media directly, face to face, or offline, suddenly had to learn again how to use digital media as a learning media. Moreover, we, teachers, now have to be more creative in creating learning media.
The new curriculum also makes students the center. Isn't that right?
What does that mean? Does making student the center will mean the student must become more active or else?
That's right. Not only the teachers had to be more creative, but also the students must be more active.
Looking at the problems we previously talked to, what if it is not the students but many teachers who are still having difficulty adapting, especially for teachers who are not yet familiar with technology?
Well, I also think that the desire of teachers and the government to be able to prepare a platform for teachers to develop.
If that's the case, do you think there is a platform or a class like that so far?
Of course, there is. If I'm not mistaken, is Guru Penggerak program training. This program is basically a leadership education program for teachers to become learning leaders. This program is carried out for 6 months for the teachers who want to be Guru Penggerak.
Wow, thank God. Alhamdulillah. This is a sign that the government is aware of this.
Is it possible that this curriculum is not running optimally?
It's possible, of course, if both teachers and students don't want to be involved to change. Because, in my opinion, everything will be possible if there is the intention to change.
This is not entirely the fault of the policy, or the teacher, or even the students.
Right. There's nothing completely wrong here.
There is nothing completely wrong here. The policies made are, of course, aimed to ensuring that the nation's successors can survive the onslaught of the coming era.
If it is not entirely anyone's fault here, what do you think is the main problem with our education?
In my opinion, because perhaps we still cannot see the significant differences from the new curriculum policy, and it is also because we are still in a transition phase. So of course, the new policy is not the main problem for our education. In my opinion, the problem has always been how our education is not spread evenly throughout Indonesia.
I think so too. Maybe this is the struggle of having an island nation. So it is difficult to distribute education, especially in remote areas of our country that are difficult to reach.
You are right. Even if free schools have been built for the people who are economically unable to go to school, this must still be balanced with the interests of our community in learning. It seems like it would be a waste, right? If the public lacks interest in learning and isn't enthusiastic.
Moreover, some people think that working and earning money is more important than education. I really can't deny that nowadays no one can do without money. but at least I think education is as important as making money.
Wow, for Gen Z, you have an amazing mindset. You are right. Work and study are equally important, and of course, to work, we must have sufficient supplies, and one of them is studying.
Apart from that, I also see that many schools don't have a proper facility like computer, Wi-Fi, and others.
And when it comes to that, I cannot argue with that opinion because it is not uncommon for schools to have labs, but they are not or rarely used because the facilities are outdated. And of course, we cannot interfere the allocation of funds in schools like that.
Alhamdulillah, my sister's school is not like that and has complete and functioning facilities.
Oh, if I may know, where does your sister go to school?
My sister studies at Mansatu South Tangerang City. I also heard that the school is a very well-known school in South Tangerang. Back to the topic. If we really can intervene in the allocation of funds, what can students who have school facilities like that do?
The only thing the students can do, in my opinion, is to continue to do the most of what they can do with the existing facilities, even though the facilities are not optimal and even though it's not an easy thing, but we must.
Oh yeah, can I ask again?
Oh, sure.
What is the general impact after changing the curriculum? Apart from that, more projects will be covered.
Maybe in terms of impact, it's quite a lot, and it's true that one of them is there will be a lot of practice and projects that will be carried out later. And apart from that, there is no longer a distinction between science and social majors when entering to the college.
Wow, that's cheating. How lucky they are. Hey guys, you should be more grateful because in the past it was difficult for me to just go to the different major, especially when I was in social major.
If that's the case, can you send a message to the students who are struggling with the new curriculum?
Okay. So for all of my friends that might be struggles with a sudden change on our curriculum, I told you not to be too lazy and remember you are here to make a change. If it's not you, then who else?
Well, she's right. If not from you, who else? Remember that your future is made from now, and of course with this change in curriculum, I am sure that the future of Indonesian education will be much better.
Stop saying one day and start saying day one, because to achieve that one day we have to start now, starting from day one. Oh, I cannot believe we talked about so much today. Hopefully, what we talk about today can provide inspiration for both the audience and us. Thank you to Hani who was willing to accompany me for this podcast. And of course, Nayla who are willing to take the time to chat with us.
Actually, it's not in vain that I took the time to chat with you guys, to chat on this podcast. And thank you for Saran Us team for inviting me today. And thank you guys. Yeah.
And of course, thank you to everyone who has become a loyal viewers of Suanas, or maybe a new viewers of us. See you in the next episode, Edu Covers!